My brothers and sisters, Yali Madat, Salgirah Mubarak to you and your families. On this occasion, we wish our beloved Hazrat Imam a very happy 87th birthday, and we pray for Hazrat Imam's good health, happiness, and long life. We also take this opportunity to recommit ourselves to always being a united Jamaat that remains available to support Maulana Hazrat Imam's work here at home and globally. Over the last several months, the National Council has had the opportunity to meet with many in the Jamaat, including through town halls held from Seattle to Miami, from Washington, D.C. to Little Rock. We are especially grateful that we've had opportunities to share with many of you the highlights of the most recent end-of-term report that was submitted to Maulana Hazrat Imam earlier in 2023, and equally important, that we have been able to answer your questions about a wide range of topics, including poverty elimination, diversity and inclusion within the Jamaat, and representation in institutional leadership, among others. We have appreciated the fact that Jamati members have come forward with their advice, feedback, questions, and concerns. These dialogues have allowed each of us to listen and learn, and enable the leadership to share more about Imamat priorities, the range of factors that Jamati leaders have to account for when making decisions, and identify additional areas of focus. As we have connected with the Jamaat, we've also heard from you concerns about current global events. We are witnessing the escalation of conflict and intolerance in various parts of the world, including South Asia, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and most recently in the Middle East. It has been heart-wrenching to see the images of violence, suffering, and loss of dignity and life over the past several weeks. We have all been impacted in a variety of ways as we navigate parenting, being students, managing our businesses, interacting with friends and co-workers, or simply feeling deep concern or sadness for those suffering in conflict zones. Each of us is grappling with how to understand and respond to these conflicts and situations, how to answer questions from our children and family members, how to engage with friends and peers within and outside the Jamaat. For some, recent global events have served as a call to action. For others, it has led to introspection and prayer. Some have sought to share their concerns via social media, while others have engaged in more private, one-on-one dialogue. For some, it is a call to action in the form of demonstrations or protests. Whatever your feeling and your approach, it is important that you know that the Jamati institutions are here for you. You are a part of this community and are cared for. As we commemorate our Imam Salgirah Mubarak and reflect on his life's work in promoting bridges of understanding and hope, we pray for peace. We also pray for Mushkil Asan and an end to violence, intolerance, and loss of life around the world. Salgirah Mubarak once again.
हमारे प्यारे इमाम की 87 सालगिरह के मुबारक मौके पर हम हाज़िर इमाम को सालगिरह मुबारक के साथ वादा भी करते हैं कि हम आज की तरह हमेशा एक जमात रहेंगे। हम जहाँ से भी हों, हमारे जो भी नज़रिए हों, हमारा भाईचारा कायम रहेगा। इन दिनों दुनिया में बहुत परेशानियां हैं अलग अलग जगहों पर, तो इस सालगिरह के मौके पर हम दुनिया भर में अमन व अमान और मुश्किल आसान के लिए दुआ भी करते हैं। For the Jamati institutions, the safety and well-being of the Jamaat is of paramount importance, which includes the Jamaat's physical and mental and emotional health and well-being. In these trying times, we are motivated particularly by our young people who are drawing on the values and ethics that underpin our faith to address the many forms of human suffering, marginalization, and exclusion that we witness in our world, both locally and globally. Efforts can take many forms, from speaking out to impacting policy, from providing direct services to addressing systemic challenges. The Imamat has primarily relied upon its institutions to speak for the Imamat's values through their actions, quietly investing time, effort, and knowledge over decades, indeed generations. Geographically, they focus their efforts in areas where the Imamate and the AKDN has deep histories and can sustain efforts. I invite you to learn more about the work of AKDN agencies, including the Global Center for Pluralism, one of the newest Imamate institutions, and about its efforts to equip individuals to address historic inequities and to elevate voices that might otherwise be ignored. Closer to home, to assist the Jamaat in addressing current events, we have organized processing circles, both online and in person, in various cities. We ask that in these times you also take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Make and protect the time to care for your and their mental and emotional well-being. Finally, this Salgirah, we express gratitude to Maulana Hazar Imam for his continued guidance and commitment to building institutions around the globe which are dedicated to improving the quality of life of the Jamaat and the communities in which we live. We offer our humble shukrana to Maulana Hazar Imam for all that he has done and continues to do to make our world a better place. And we offer prayers for all those living through conflict, for the easing of their difficulties and for an end to violence. Let us individually recommit ourselves to Hazar Imam's emphasized principles of respect, helping to ease suffering, and assisting in uplifting the quality of life of all. Salgirah Mubarak and Ya Ali Madad.